So you might have one of these automatic espresso machines. This is the one by Philips. And after a while, you might notice it doing this. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you, look at how yucky that looks. It just turns out super watery. So it just tastes so gross. And that's because we have to descale the machine. So you're gonna see a major difference from what it looks like now compared to when we get this machine fully clean. So let's go through the process of cleaning up your automatic espresso machine using a descaling solution. So today we're using the Philips descaling solution. You're gonna need this full bottle in order to actually get this machine clean. And I'm gonna walk you through all of the steps on how this is done. So the first thing you wanna do is take out your water tank. Now this should be basically the same process in every machine. So yeah, you can just follow it exactly. And you want to pour this entire bottle inside. It's just got a little, now this solution you do have to be careful with, right? Make sure you're following these instructions exactly. We're gonna pour it directly in our water tank. So I'm just gonna, all right, we wanna go right there, all the way. And now it's good. Okay, so now what we wanna do is we wanna fill our water tank up to the line that we see right there. That first line there, that is the descaling line. So you wanna fill it directly up to the top there, and that will be exactly the amount of water we're gonna need for this cleaning process. So now we're gonna insert our water tank back through like so, knowing there's descaling in here, so we're gonna do everything now. And we're gonna grab our cup. So I wanna remove the frother right there, just so the steam wand is directly underneath. So now this first step is going to be pretty quick, and then after that we actually have to let the machine sit for a while. So we want to click on hot water, and we want to dispense around 2 cups of water directly out of the steam wand particularly. So we're going to press that. I'm going to kind of estimate it, and we'll go from there. So now we're obviously going to want to pour this out. This is just allowing that descaling solution to work its way through the machine. That's why you have to do this step, or else obviously it's all for naught, right? So I would say that's around 1 cup. We'll go a little bit longer, we'll call it 2 cups, and that gave everything a chance to get that solution right through the machine, so it's ready to get going. Okay, so now that we've let the machine sit for a little bit, let that descaling solution sit inside a little bit, we are now going to start the actual descaling process. So we want to turn our machine right back on here. And you're gonna need a container that can fit 1.5 to 2 liters of water. I just have 2 separate containers here just in case I have to switch them quick, just because the height's really weird here. So you gotta kind of make it work. I'm gonna stick our container right underneath. You can see how it's covering both the steam wand and the normal Philips where the espresso comes out. And you're gonna see this calc clean button right here. We wanna hold that down for 3 seconds. Now you can see the light flashing. We're gonna go ahead and click that. This will now start the descaling cleaning process automatically through your machine. It's that easy, that's it. You didn't really have to do the first step I did, but from what I've read, it just helps a little bit with the overall cleaning process. Okay, now when your first container is almost full, go ahead and swap it out. You can pour this out because you might need it one more time. I'd say we're around just over a third done. So now that you see everything blinking, we have to move on to the next step, and that is totally getting all of this descaler out. So you'll want to go ahead and pour out the rest of your water. You'll basically notice that there's going to be the low water sign on the top here. It's not because I already removed it. You'll have a little bit of water left in here. So you want to pour out whatever water's left. There should only be about this much left when you get there. So go ahead and pour this out, but more importantly, you want to rinse this container out really good and basically clean it before we put it back in. Dish filled up all the way. This is completely cleaned out. I rinsed it like 10 times. I cleaned it with soap and water, so all that descaler is out. This is now complete clean water. And now when we press this resume button, the water is going to flow quick. So you're gonna have to switch your things over because it's basically just rinsing out all the descaler now. So go ahead and press that resume button and you're gonna notice how much quicker this is going. You're just gonna notice some foggy descaler water at the beginning, but as it goes on, the water is going to get clearer and clearer because this is now cleaning out the pipes of all that descaler and stuff that you don't want and any dirt that it picked up, any grime as it's cleaning itself out. Now you can probably start to see how clean the water is coming out. Like it looks super clean now. So you don't have any of that gross, grimy look anymore. So it's probably almost all clean now, but it's going to continue to go to clean out around 2 liters total through your machine. And that should pretty much completely flush your system. Now, while this is going on, I'm actually gonna grab, once I swap this out really quick, boom. I'm actually gonna grab just a paper towel and just clean off the rest of the machine because I wanna make sure this thing's like brand new when we get it up and running. It pretty much released all of the water from it. There's a little bit left, so I'm actually gonna click the Aqua Clean feature, which should just kind of spit out water. And I'm gonna do that until it pretty much spits out the rest of the water that's left inside of the tank. And that should be pretty much it. The Aqua Clean is done, everything is done. You now have a blue light. So I think that means we're pretty much good to go. So now I'm gonna empty the tank out and I'm gonna take it one step further and I'm even gonna clean out this full dish here. I just wanna make sure I empty all that water, clean it out really nicely. And then everything will be clean in this machine and we're gonna retry our coffee and see how it turns out. All right, now we wanna place our water dish back in, hopefully without spilling it all. Maybe this wasn't the best way to do this, that's okay. If you have your aqua filter, you can also put that in now. So now, we can officially retest it and let's see how our coffee turns out. It should be 100% clean. It's filtered itself out nicely. Let's click that coffee button. We have 3 beans selected. Let's lower the water a little bit and let's go ahead and try it out. Let's see if this now creates a cup similar to when I first bought it because it used to make beautiful coffee. Okay, and there we go. You can notice an immediate different look to that coffee. Notice how it's not as swampy. It's got a darker overall look to it. It smells better. I'm hoping it tastes better. Here's to hopefully actually working like when I got it. Oh, so much better. It doesn't just taste like watery coffee anymore. Oh my God. All right, now you guys know how to clean it out using some great descaler.